This past week, your show has been focusing on euthanasia, and it's now legal, or it's coming up to be legal in Canada, for doctors to help people with terminal illnesses to die. And this has actually become quite a personal topic for you, in that your sister-in-law has a terminal debilitating illness, and she has made the choice to live. And you made a beautiful video about that and interviewed your family about that. Why is choosing life important to your family? What have they gained from choosing life?
I can hardly talk about Margaret and keep my composure. She's a little younger than I am, and she can really only communicate by blinking now. And even maybe by the time I get home, that too will have been lost on her. She has multiple system atrophy, and it's a neurodegenerative disease. And I've watched over these 5 years as Mark has lost her capacity. We are also, on my husband's side of the family, a very private family. They aren't into the media scene, I am. But when euthanasia came into the fore and Margaret saw people with the same condition she had, or even things not near as severe as she had, and she saw them, arguing for death rather than learning to live with suffering, she said to me in her broken way, I want a voice in this national debate. And I didn't even expect that when I came into my sister-in-law's home. I had to fly, across the country to go visit her, and I did not expect the beauty of what is involved when families really care for each other. So what's at stake in the euthanasia debate for families is you are going to decide, I'm going to cut loving short. I don't want to suffer anymore, and therefore it will stop my family from having to suffer as caregivers to me. So what I've seen instead is this enormous wellspring of love come up in my extended family as they care for their mother, Margaret, as they care for this incredible suffering that she's going through, but it has transformed them, and it's in turn transformed the rest of us. We don't know what we're starting in a society when we start this discussion of killing. We don't know what it means when we start making shortcuts on suffering that stop teaching us how to love each other. It's really a Pandora's box.
That short film you made with your family about that, it's been viewed many thousands of times in Canada. What has been the impact and the feedback?
We're thankful that Margaret's story has been shared by palliative care specialists, by educators, by other families who are trying to find the courage to love as Margaret's family has loved. We've won 2 Telly Awards for her story. And Margaret has lost her privacy over that because she's just had the courage to share, this is what it means to live like this. And I think anyone who watches that goes away more determined to love, to be a better caregiver.